Are you a single mother or a single father who has been in a drought so long, a drought of support, of help, of someone to share the weight, that when someone finally shows up, checks every box, and suddenly loves your child, you tell yourself, my prayers have been answered? You are not looking for a partner. You are looking for a solution to your exhaustion. You feel like you have finally found a savior. But here is the cold, hard truth. People who are practiced in taking advantage do not look for victims. They look for needs. They know exactly how long you have been running on empty. When you are starving, you do not check for danger in the food. Those who are skilled at this wait for that moment of peak vulnerability. They lead with a specific relief you have been praying for. It is not love, it is an audit of your greatest lack. Children living in households with a non-biological parent are at a statistically higher risk of harm compared to those in traditional two-parent homes. This is not about judgment. It is about the statistical reality of access and power imbalances. These individuals work to become indispensable. They identify exactly what you find hardest to manage, taking over your tasks to make you feel like your life could not function without them. They want to be the center of your household operations. If you think your child is safe, you need to listen for the signs of preemptive bidding. If your partner frequently tells you that your child is lying, acting out, or making things up, they are actively tainting your child's credibility. They are ensuring that if your child ever tries to report them, you have already been primed to dismiss it as a behavioral issue rather than a safety concern. Watch for micro violations. They will intentionally push small, seemingly harmless boundaries, like breaking a house rule or ignoring a request, just to see if anyone speaks up. These are not accidents. They are tests to see how much of their behavior you are willing to overlook. If you remain silent during these small tests, you are signaling that they have permission to escalate. They may also use hierarchical isolation. They might single out one child for special treatment, gifts, or secret keeping. By creating this uneven dynamic, they effectively divide your children and prevent them from comparing notes or feeling like a unified front. Your child is being coached into a state of silence through fear and fabricated guilt or grooming. They might be told, if you tell your mom or your dad about this, you will upset them and make them sicker if you have a health issue. Do you want them to get sick? They might not be around anymore. You could upset them that bad. I'm the reason why you have gifts and games. If I leave, you will lose everything. Is that what you want? They are being forced to choose between your health in this example and their own safety. If you see your partner suddenly becoming the hero of your child's life, or if your child begins to withdraw or show sudden anxiety, do not brush it off. You are the final line of defense to their safety. Do not wait for the evidence you would find in a court of law later. Your intuitions is the evidentiary standard. You are the chief security officer of your home. Stop looking at how they treat your child and start looking at how they position themselves into your life. It is time for a reality check. Now listen, I am a child of a single mother, and she was amazing. And we know that bad things can happen in any family, anywhere, all over the world. We know that a person who can do harm can come looking like an 80-year-old grandmother or the creepy person lurking around the corner. They look like everyday folks, right? They could be someone your kid already knows. We already know that. That's been in the literature, that's been in the research, and that's been reported by survivors. Childhood, I can't say the word on with these algorithms, childhood harm. So what I'm saying here is to ensure you are paying attention. Do not get so flustered with finally, I have a woman. If you're a dad, I have a woman for my child. They need a mother figure. I can't do all this as a guy. I've got 3 girls. I've got 5 girls. I need a mother figure. Don't be so excited about the beautiful sweetheart that comes into your world because you're finally saying there's water in the drought. You need to take your time, just as I say in all of my videos. Observe, do background checks if you need to. I know people don't like to hear that. It doesn't sound like romance. It doesn't sound like your favorite rom-com. And it doesn't sound like the fantasy you have in your head. But you got to snap out of that fantasy, okay? You deserve love. That's wonderful. That's what you want. You deserve it. But you want someone who is not coming in there to infiltrate your life and harm your children and your pets. There are too many ongoing stories out there, cases and testimonies of this very thing. Again, this is not about judgment. This is not about guilt. There are amazing people who were raised in single family households. The statistics, the survivors, and the numbers are telling you that the child is at greater risk when you're doing it by yourself. So that means you have to take extra precaution, okay? Don't ever say, oh, he would never do anything like that, or she would never do anything like that. You don't know. Stay in conversation and communication with your children. They should feel safe to be able to come to you and tell you anything under the sun. If you feel that your child has a behavioral problem and you're not going to listen to them anyway, that's already out of order. If you feel that, you know what, I caught my child lying many of times, this person could be, my child could be lying about this person, or they don't want me to have anybody. They just want me to themselves. They just want me to be with their father, or they just want me to be with their mother. Whatever the issue is, that is not evidence. That is feeling and emotions. You've got to make sure you're having the conversations. Two things could be true at the same time. You could have love and you could have a parent for your child, but there's nothing better than doing it the right way. And everybody wants to be validated and acknowledged and heard. So if your child is acting out, let's just give you the benefit of the doubt and say the child is lying. Let's just say that. Let's just go with you, okay? Because I know they're out there, all right? The ones that say, no, he's lying. He always makes things up. Somebody said their child is a drama queen. Her little boy is a drama queen. He still has feelings. What is he being a drama queen about? Go ahead and ask him. Sit down, hear him. Their nervous system is still being developed. They still matter. Just they're not little adults. They're kids, and their frontal lobes are not even fully developed until their mid and late 20s, depending on if it's a girl or a boy. So take the time out and have a conversation. Take them to therapy if you need to. If you don't want to go to therapy, get a book, get a workbook, How to Talk to My Child About Difficult Things. Find out the core reason. You're their parent. You are the most powerful force in this world. More powerful than a therapist, okay? Therapists are brought in when some people don't know what to do. They don't have support, they don't have guidance, and they don't know what direction to go to, and they want an objective third party who's skilled, okay? But if you do not believe in therapy, that's okay. Find the resources. They're out there, okay? We had to actually go to a library if we wanted to find information out before the computers came. You have a computer in your phone. If you can sit there and scroll for minutes and hours on end and wake up in the middle of the night to scroll, what's going on? Let me see. Oh, what's this actor doing? Who's this actor dating? Oh, she's with him. Oh, let me go on his page and see what he's about. Well, wasn't he dating so-and-so? You're cross-referencing things. You do the things when you want to do them. Do not dismiss the child. And again, do not do this with self-judgment or criticism. Just do your due diligence, okay? They should not have to pay for your lack of due diligence because you are starving for a person in your life and their life. Slow down, as I always say, and do your due diligence. Take your time. And if possible, I've met single mothers that will not date until their child is old enough to talk and fend for themselves, especially if you have a child who's special needs and they cannot talk, or if they can't talk yet, a little baby, okay? There's still signs, but that's all a whole nother topic that I won't talk about here. Just wait if you need to. Just wait. That's safe for everybody. It's safe for you, especially if you're rushing in just to have somebody. It's safe for the kid and it's safe for you. Take your time. Do your due diligence. Work on your past trauma, pain points, attachment issues. Do everything, all the things, so that you can go into love, healthy, focused, grounded, and with your eyes wide open. Not just for you, but for the little ones and your pets. They are under your safety, and do not ignore the signs. And another thing, do pop-ups. Don't ever let somebody watch your children and you say, oh, we're going to be back after 9 o'clock. We don't know when we're going to be back. Somebody's taking your child on a field trip, but we might drop by. But we might come back from our trip early. Don't ever give anybody a precise timeline and follow it through. Be that unpredictable, annoying parent. Talk about trainings you've gone to. Talk about trainings you've gone to about child safety. Talk about it. Be that parent, because the one thing they count on is a parent who's not involved, who doesn't want to talk about it, who's working so much, they're so exhausted, they don't have the time to focus on those things. And more than anything, they like a parent that does not talk about these difficult things. We don't talk about that in this house. They love that. They love a parent that doesn't talk to their kids much about the hard things. They love a parent who has short patience and just yells at the kid and, go do your homework, go somewhere, we're watching a movie. They love it because they can see your pattern. And your pattern is, she's not as involved. That's perfect. The kid gets on her nerves. It sounds like she doesn't even want him around half the time. Go play outside. Go play outside. These are just a tip of the iceberg that I'm sharing here on some of the things they look for. Okay? These people are practiced. They watch. And just like, let me use the correct word because these algorithms, just like a ferocious animal, I'll use that, a ferocious animal looking for something to pounce on, they're patient and they watch. Blessed Lord, my mother didn't date. She just focused on work, schooling, and raising me. She dated when I got older. Was it a sacrifice? Those are the consequences. It is what it is. The child should never have to pay. Gotta go.